Can I win a Stanley Cup while only using the smallest players available to me? Let's find out. Today is the first time I ever touched franchise mode in NHL 22, and I'm going to be doing a fantasy draft, but not just a normal fantasy draft, a challenge fantasy draft. Hoping to make this a new little series on the channel. Something different from Hut, you know, when you need a little break, a little refresher. And today's challenge is only drafting the smallest player that is available to me. And I'll show you exactly what I mean by that right now. That's a lie, I have to name my GM first, and then frig with all the settings, but after that, I'll explain more. Obviously, we're Stort Little. We can't fit Stort Little, so I'm just gonna be a little Stort. Apologies, my voice is probably still a little messed up more than usual. My cold does not feel like going away as fast as normal, it's fine. I'm gonna just randomly choose a team too, because it doesn't really matter. All it will affect is where we draft. So I'm just gonna hold down and we'll see what we get. 3, 2, 1, boom. New York Islanders. We can work with this. Owner mode off, because it's just a 1-season sim. And we don't want to mess around with all that fancy stuff anyway. I think that's it. We obviously want fantasy draft on. That's the most important step. We're going to keep salary cap on and hopefully not get screwed over. But if it causes issues, maybe next time, we won't have it. I think, because since, you know, I'm not the one picking necessarily, I don't want to get screwed over from salary cap when it's not in my hands. There's usually like 9 players listed up in front of you. We have a choice between those 9. We have to pick the smallest one. And so that we get every position that we need, I'm going to actually like choose which position we choose from. That way, we don't get super screwed over, you know, and just have a whole team of defensemen or a whole team of right wings. And we're going to keep salary cap. We're going to see how it goes. So we have the 12th overall pick, which isn't terrible. I don't know. I feel like being in the middle isn't the best. We'll see what happens. For the first pick, I'm going to pick from any of these players because it's the best possible ones. But after that, I'm going to specifically look for a position. That way we don't get screwed over, you know? So it would suck if we just had a whole team of centers or a whole team of defensemen, you know what I mean? This way, at least we have a small chance of winning the cup. Get it? Small, because we're drafting this world's smallest team. Okay, never mind. So yeah, it's time for me to look at all these players' info. And my game crashed. It wouldn't be my first franchise mode video ever without a little game crashing, now would it? Also, none of that saves, so we're gonna have probably a completely different list of players. This is just a great start. Okay, we're back. We draft 13th this time, 1 pick lower. You can decide if that's better or worse. I really don't know. And Panarin's gone now. I don't know if he was the shortest one last time, but it would have been cool to have him. These are 9 players in front of us. Now I'm going to look through these people's heights, hopefully, and I'll let you know what's up. Don't crash again. It actually crashed again. EA, look at me. Fix your game. Signed literally everyone.
And 3 cheers for the fry cook who took my place while I was gone. Squidward! Hip hip! Boo! Hip hip! Boo!
So clearly the New York Islanders aren't working, so I'm just going to switch to the New York Rangers and see how this goes. I'm actually kind of shook right now. Why is it so hard for me to just look at the player info in a draft mode? Apparently it's too powerful from Xbox, it just explodes. Fantasy draft on, and then we try again. 3rd time's a charm. I believe in you, EA, I believe in you. And we are picking 26th this time. Means we're gonna have a completely different list of players. Let's see what we got. Ooh, I think I know who the shortest one here is, but I have to check, which means EA, I'm gonna click player info, and it's gonna work this time. It's not gonna work. It just kills the whole game.
I expect nothing, and I'm still let down.
You know what? Let this be a life lesson to everyone. Never trust EA. Let's see what happens. I'm just gonna randomize the team again. See what happens. Fingers crossed. We are gonna get Ottawa Senators. So we're gonna lose regardless if it works, but might as well try. If salary cap is the issue, we're picking 5th. If it is, Then I'll turn it off next time, but I'm just going to try and look at Alex Ovechkin. What's he looking like? He's looking like a crash game, ladies and gentlemen. We did it. I'm changing the saying it's 5th time's the charm, and I'm going to turn off salary cap. That's all I can do. Got our new GM name in, our final GM name. I think everyone can agree. Something needs to change.
That sign can't stop me because I can't read.
And I'm just going to I'm going to do random again. I'm going to turn off salary cap this time. That's the only difference I'm going to do. Maybe salary cap's bugging out. Tampa Bay Lightnings. Let's make it 3 in a row. Easy claps. And I'll keep owner mode on. Is that what you want? Fantasy draft. Salary cap off. Owner mode on. Continue. Kind of disappointed right now. I would like to, do a fantasy draft. Sounds like fun. Or picking 10th. But apparently I can't do that. I mean, I could probably do a normal fantasy draft, but I'm just trying to look at the player info. I just want to see who's the smallest. I'm going to have to use, like, Wikipedia if I try to do this another day and it's still broken. I'm still posting this. This is just a life lesson. It's to show that this game has more problems than you actually think it does. When you think it can't get worse, it somehow finds a way. Let's look at Pasternak. He's looking like a black screen of death. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, well, that's where I'm going to draw the line, I think. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Hopefully next time there's an actual fantasy draft. That would be a great time. It should be tomorrow, if EA allows it. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.